first, little and lonely Avanti would be woken up by Warden Auntie and taken to the back alley of the library every night for weeks at an end. She would be stripped and touched all over. And she would cry, she would wail, and the warden would ask her to stay shut. Or she would be caned the next day. Avanti, scared and crying, would bear everything. And then, after a few months, it suddenly stopped. The warden preyed on someone else. For years, she stayed shut. The few girls she talked to about it would brush it away. The warden eventually left the school and disappeared. It's said that her deeds had come out in the open and she was thrown out. But there was no case against her because the school wanted to uphold its image as a safe, friendly school. Big deal. It happened 3 years back now. Forget it now and move on, her best friends would tell her. But it was hard for Avanti. It wasn't as if she hadn't tried. She tried her hardest she could. She was still the most talkative, ebullient kid in school who participated in everything. But when alone, she used to be a scared little girl fighting with those images of being naked with the warden. Her rough fingers on her body, her voice telling her to shut up, telling her that what was being done to her was nothing unusual, and every new kid goes through the same. The more she talked, the less she was reminded of those long, torturous nights. So Avanti hasn't stopped talking since then. There were years when she wouldn't sleep in the night with the lights off. And if any roommate would switch them off, she would curl up in the corner of the room and cry herself to sleep, scared. She had even tried to cut herself a few times over the years. She doesn't do that anymore, but the scars remain. It took 8 years for her to sleep without fear. It wasn't until the time she was 13 that she got a grip on the situation. It wasn't therapy or her grandmother's love, who knew nothing about what had happened, that gave her a fresh lease of life. It was the songs of a 15-year-old boy, Devrat, singing in his modest house in Kolkata that gave her the strength. She had stumbled on those songs on a networking site and had downloaded them on her iPod. The boy had floppy hair, puppy-like eyes, and a strange voice. And since that day, it was as if this boy was singing to her. And since that day, whenever Avanti is down and out, scared or crying, she just listens to his songs and suddenly everything is better. It was Devrat's songs that drew Avanti out of her fears and gave her another chance at life. The boys are still looking at her. Avanti has been through the entire life cycle of being the cute, chubby toddler to the adorable adolescent to now a very attractive young girl. She is wearing a t-shirt 3 sizes too big. Her shorts barely visible from under the t-shirt. A school bag hangs loosely across her shoulder, and her thick curly hair is a careful mess that took 2 hours, a curler, hairspray, and unwavering patience. "You are a dream," a boy in the 5th standard had said, and she remembers it like yesterday. She used to look at television actresses and wonder if she were better looking than them, and she still does. She has a face fit for television, but acting never held any charm for her. It must be exhausting to be someone else, she thinks. She was smart enough to know that she wasn't going to win the Nobel Prize for Physics or find a cure for AIDS. And so, when she heard that Indiago was looking for flight attendants, she took the bait. It was either that or staying with dad and doing college full-time, neither of which were acceptable. As soon as she passed her 12th boards, she took the interview for the airlines and sailed through it. The interviewer had asked her why she wanted to be a flight attendant, and she had smiled. It had always worked. And told the interviewer that she had always wanted to travel ever since she was a little girl. "I just want to run." "Why are you doing this?" "I was sending you to..."